couples to start tying the knot, and we know that no Pittsburgh wedding is complete without a decked out cookie table.
Oh, that's right. Jen Clark is showing us some cookie recipes that you can whip up for the next ceremony that you attend. So what do we have here? Two different kinds, right?
Yes. So we are doing thumbprints, and then we're doing a no-bake. So Mikey, I wanted you to finish up the no-bake for me.
Okay.
I did a cracker layer, and then there's a caramel layer, and then I wanted you to finish putting the crackers over top of that.
Okay, I can eat it just like this, just so
Well,
you know.
of course, it would be delicious, but it's gonna all set
But
up,
okay.
and then it'd be like a beautiful bar cookie that we
If
can
I
cut into
must.
different shapes.
And you actually have a finished one down there, so she's going to finish doing that.
Yes, yes. So after she finishes that layer, you can squeeze two
I'll
more
squeeze
in there.
more.
You got
Okay,
it. Yeah.
Get them all in there.
Yeah, and then this is chocolate, really good semi-sweet chocolate, some peanut butter, and some butterscotch chips. And if you could spread that on top, just pour it on top.
And I will
and
say
then
it's
there's an
nice and
offset
warm,
spatula.
too.
Go like this. Just
Oh,
dump
okay.
it. You got this. You got it?
And you have to be
Dump it
so
on.
careful. Now, when you add in like the peanut butter and everything else, you still have to be careful. What do they say? Temper the chocolate. How do you?
Yeah.
How do you
So
make
this
sure that you don't
actually-
break it apart?
This works a little bit better having the peanut butter in there too, so you do it over low heat. You don't have to use a double boiler like you're talking about you would if you were just melting chocolate as well.
Wonderful.
So I have an offset spatula for you that will make it a little bit easier
Okay.
too. See that little one? Yeah.
You're saying I'm not doing a good job.
No, you're doing just fine, but that makes it a little bit easier. And then after we get that full layer, we'll sprinkle some peanuts. So that way everyone knows there's peanut in there if someone has an allergy.
yeah.
So smart. So smart. Well, I can't wait to cut in that and try it. And we know that thumbprints are a huge, like this is the staple cookie.
Yeah.
You know you're going to find a thumbprint if you are at a wedding cookie table. So
I
do we do this?
I really like to add orange zest to my dough. So it kind of elevates it. It's very delicious. And then I prefer to use jam rather than doing a frosting. It's to each his own.
So we have a little setup here. We have flour, sugar, brown sugar.
Yeah, so there is just, you're gonna cream together your butter and sugar to start, and then we put in the orange zest, some vanilla extract. Our egg yolks go in the batter, and then, or a dough, I should say, and then our egg whites, we reserve those to roll the cookies in and then put them through some kind of nut, finely ground. Today we're using walnuts. I usually use pecans, but I had a ton of walnuts.
Oh, I love
So we're using the
Yes.
walnut.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
So what we do is we scoop them out and we roll them into balls, and then we bake them once. And this is after they've been baked once, and I use this to put the thumbprint back in while they're
that's such a
still
good tip.
hot. And then we put the jam in.
And you use a half a teaspoon. Put them
And I
in.
have two in there because sometimes it's hard to get the jam out of there.
So you use it to kind of, the back of it to kind of scoop.
And this one's my favorite, the seedless blackberry jam. I think it pairs really well with the orange zest in there. But I do also have a mimosa jam. So you guys will get to try both.
I love this idea. I don't know if I've ever had a thumbprint with jam before.
So you need to put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes, and that is what melts the jam and lets it set up.
It kind of like caramelizes into like a nice,
It gets nice and
Okay,
set.
so we're gonna try both of these cookies. I think we need
for
to.
sure. So the thumbprints are down here. Like I said, the blackberry is my favorite. And then let me get these bar cookies out. Do you want me to do
Oh,
it
oh,
first?
you
can
do it?
try
Okay.
The other one, I got it. You keep trying it.
Okay.
No, you're fine. But I like to cut it into strips in here. And I did a half recipe there. I usually makes a 9 by 13, but I found this little pan. I can do a half recipe of a 9 by 13, and then I usually cut it into like diamond shapes like this.
Oh,
So it's a little bit of a different shape to be on a platter. So you can see the layers. And you want to try this
Almost
one?
looks like a little wafer.
Yeah.
I would love to try one. And I am obsessed with your kids' camps. Before we let you go today, we need to find out a little bit more. We know that so many summer camps fill up so fast. So do you still have spaces available?
We do still have some spaces available. You can see them on our website. The first one is June 10th through 12th. That's our Road Trip USA theme. And we're really excited about it. We go to 3 different locations with our taste buds on those 3 days with the kids. And then we do have our Pittsburgh cookie table class coming up as well, where we'll be making both of these cookies as well as, 3 or 4 more. I can't remember off the top of my head.
My question too for the
for
kids'
everyone.
camps too, because I've looked at all of them and I love that so many of them you incorporate some sort of dessert. Like I saw a few of them had milkshakes, which is so fun. What do you do for picky eaters? Are they coming in? Are they being adventurous when the parents aren't around?
That is a really great question because we do find that they are more adventurous when they're actually doing the cooking. We have them take what we call a no thank you bite. So as long as they don't have a food allergy, of course. So they come in, we say, try this. If you don't like it, then you can say no thank you, but to keep trying it again and again because their taste buds are always changing. So it's really important for them to try new things all of the time.
Yeah, it takes time for them to like something new. I'm trying to pick which one I like better, but I can't.
They're all so
delicious.
good.
Yes.
Jen, these are amazing. Thank you so much. We are not saying no thank you to these today. We're going to keep on eating. And to sign up for one of Crate Cooking School's classes or to find out more about summer camps, you can head to our website.